Hey everybody, welcome to my Suburban Oasis. So today we are going to be doing some projects around the garden, and it's chilly out. It's like 30 degrees, but it is nice and calm, so at least there's not a big wind. And what we're going to do is we are going to work on the mailbox bed. We're going to go get some compost, going to fill that up. We're going to possibly divide a few of the daffodils that are in that garden bed, as well as add some of the black scallop ajuga. And we are going to plant out some of the chard that has been in a couple of planters, and we're going to cover that up in the potager garden. And we may have time for some other things as well, but we'll see how this goes. So let's go get some compost and get going. By the way, my name is Soleil, and I garden in a zone 5B in mid-Michigan, so it's definitely getting to be that cold season, but I've got a lot of things left on my list that I want to get tackled today. Let's go. Since I'm heading back to the compost bin already, I might as well take this cart that is full rather than the one that's sort of empty. That way we can kill a couple birds with one stone, because y'all know how far it is to my way back compost bin, and that's where we're headed. Okay, next up we really need to get some of this good compost out of the bottom here. And it's okay if we get some chunks, because it's not a problem. It just will break down over time. Really, the hardest part about this process for me is getting the full cart back up the hill. And sometimes you'll run into big chunks of things like this, and I just throw it back in the top of the pile so it can continue to break down. And I definitely need to stop adding things to this compost bin because it's pretty full. So I think I told you guys in the last video I made that I really want to get another one going. That way I can just continue to harvest from this as it all continues to finish. All right. I don't want to have not enough, but I also would prefer to not have a super heavy load if I don't need to. So let me show you what we got. I think it's going to be enough. We'll see. All right, here's what we got so far. This is going to help quite a bit. We have a little bit more than half of the bucket, and the hardest part now is getting it back up the hill. So we'll pull this out towards the mailbox and get it filled up. Let's go. So I think I'm going to try to dump this in here first, just to get as much out as I can. the only thing left to do here is to shape the rocks to make sure that they are where I want them to be. And this one I really want to stand up taller. But sometimes when they're on a slope, they just need some soil to help hold them in place. Okay, so here's what we have so far. So with this, I think it's looking pretty good. What I did over here was I needed to make it a little bit more level because we had a dip. And I did not want the soil to drain out over there, so I added a small stone. And I'm probably going to add one right here as well. I think this looks great. Now, I don't know if you remember me telling you about this garden bed in the video, but there was a patch of daffodils that literally was starting to poke its head up here. And it's a really large clump. It has been here for quite a few years. So what I'm going to try to do is see if I can pry some of those out and split it up. I think I'm going to be able to do this, you guys. I think I need an actual shovel. Let me grab one. Okay, so smaller than a real shovel, but bigger than a trowel. Oh, I wonder if these are daffodils or if these are the Scylla. Siberian squill, which blooms a beautiful blue. That's kind of what these look like because they're very small bulbs. So what I'm going to do is just separate these and then we'll plant them all around and they will continue to clump out. These are very hardy and they're early bloomers. They will, again, bloom beautiful bluish purple in the early spring, late winter. Very welcome color. These will look beautiful along the edge of this garden bed. Because the daffodils that I have in here are definitely the ice follies, and those are much larger than these bulbs, I think anyways. Unless these are just small because they got in a big clump. Plant 3 of them together. Alright, that's going to be really pretty. And then let me get some of that black scallop ajuga as well to plant over the top of this. What I'm going to do here is take it a bit off of the edge where it's growing over the rock. And just pull some up. You see they've got nice roots. Alright, that's what we got. It's a good pile. They shouldn't require a whole lot of digging. All I'm going to do is take them and make sure that where the roots are starting has good contact with the soil. These are hardy down to zone 4, so they should be fine even being planted this late. Normally I don't plant new plants that are perennials this late, but these are very tough. After I'm done, I'm going to get a watering can and water these in because there's snow in the forecast but no rain, and I really want to get these settled in just because it is so cold right now. The rocks on the edge of this bed should help a little bit. By creating a nice warmth. This will help the compost really settle in, and this compost has so much life in it. It's going to be fantastic for this entire garden bed. Everything that's in here will be able to benefit from it because it will move throughout the soil. Now that it's all cleaned up, let me show you what it looks like here. I think it turned out really great. The sun is definitely shining and making it a little bit hard to see some of those colors. But it looks really beautiful. I think that's going to be great. I did add another rock down at the far end here, right here, because I wanted to make sure that it was nice and, again, level from anything coming out the back end. And I might still add one other one right over here. Let's see if we can find one. Yeah, I like that. So you can see how that just kind of holds the edge in there and ensures that as the rain comes and the water falls that we don't end up with a big mess. We want the soil to stay in the garden bed and not come out. All right, onward, let's go plant the chard in the potager. So the plan here is similar to what we did with the rosemary here, which is to plant some chard under this support and under this support, and then utilize some of these covers as it gets colder to ensure that they're well protected and can grow on further into the season. So I need to grab a couple more of those covers and then we'll dig up the chard. And these are the pots with the chard in them. And a groundhog came through and ate the tops off of them, so I had to put the protector over them. And getting them in the potager with these covers will also help protect them as well. Chard is a cool weather vegetable, so it can take frost. It can even take a light snow sometimes here. So it should still be able to grow on. Things grow a lot slower this time of year because of the cold. Hopefully I can put each of these pots under each of those covers. I know it'll be a little bit tight for them, but we're going to give it a go. I'm definitely going to have to get the blower out after this. I'm making a mess on the deck. It's so quiet and peaceful out in the garden today, though, because it's cool out and nobody's outside. It's cold, but it's beautiful. All right, I think we got them all. Let's get them in the garden. Right now the soil is nice and moist already, so I don't really need a ton of water, but they do really like water, spinach. Alright, that looks good. So all I'm going to do now is take and put the pop-ups right by them so that they're ready to go when I need them. Alright, well I'm just going to let them enjoy the glorious weather today. I have the pop-ups over the top of them so I can just pop them open when I'm ready to cover them up this evening. But yeah, I want them to just be able to soak in that lovely sun that they're getting today. It would just further stress them out to get really hot inside of those kind of like grow bags, if you will. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, puttering about in the garden today with me in the Suburban Oasis. And if you didn't catch my message in the community, I indicated that my Instagram was hacked, so I had to start it over again. I did put what my new Instagram account is in the description, but it is my Suburban Oasis. So if you want to follow me there, feel free. I just wanted to let you know it is a different Instagram account now. So thanks so much again for joining me in the garden today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. See you soon.